Hello, everybody. This is Mark Hill, author of The Secret to Prosperity. Today, the topic is climbing the stairs to success. Recently, I just rented an apartment on the beach, just as a little getaway. From time to time, I like to rent an apartment on the beach. And this specific apartment I rented is on the top floor of the building with no elevator. It's about 5 floors up. And walking those 5 flights of stairs, it was somewhat of a daunting task at first with the luggage and everything. And I'm in pretty good, decent shape. But as I was walking up those stairs, I felt a little burn in my thighs. A little perspiration around my neck, because it was a pretty steep climb. But once I got to the top and I got inside the apartment and was able to have that bird's eye view of the beautiful beach, that climb was definitely worth it. It was definitely worth the adversity of climbing those 5 flights of stairs. And that's just an example of how investing works. Investing in the beginning, it's a little difficult. You always have to have discipline. You have to sacrifice. You have to put off a few things, delay a little gratification in order to make your extra money work for you, while everyone else is spending and carefree and just blowing money left and right on frivolous things. So investing in the beginning is a little difficult. But once you reach your financial goal, once you obtain financial freedom, once you become a millionaire or a multi-millionaire, it's that view is going to be totally worth it. Once you reach your financial goals, the viewpoint you're going to have on life is going to be a totally different viewpoint that nobody else has in life. Similar to climbing those steps at this beachside apartment. I could have just got a first floor apartment, and yeah, you could see the ocean, but the view's not the same from the ground level. The view is heightened. The view is more panoramic when you're up high. But getting up high isn't easy at first with no elevator. And that's how life is. There's no elevator to success. There's no elevator to the top. You got to climb those steps one by one. Every step is important. That's why you have to focus on the moment, have goals and plans for the future, but you have to focus on the day-to-day, your day-to-day ambitions, the day-to-day process, one step at a time. Because if you're looking too far up, when I was climbing those stairs, and if I'm looking too far up and not paying attention to each step, I would trip and fall. And that's what a lot of people do. They trip and fall in terms of getting close to their dreams or whatever goal they have, because they lose focus on how important those immediate day-to-day action steps are. The old saying is, a journey of 1,000 miles happens one step at a time. So never get impatient taking those one step, two steps. Sometimes you may have to take two steps forward and one step back. But just keep taking those steps. Don't get disturbed. Don't get discouraged. Sometimes when you climb into the top, it's okay to take a rest. If you climb into the 5th floor, you get to the 3rd floor, your legs are burning, it's okay to just take a little breather. Take a little rest. It's okay to rest, but it's not okay to quit. So never give up. Take a little rest and keep going. Gather yourself. And then, in all reality, you don't want an elevator. You don't want the easy way to the top. At that beachside apartment I was renting, I prefer not to have an elevator. Because see, the first time getting to the top was a little tough. But the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th time I walk up and down the steps, I'm getting a workout. And it's becoming easier. I don't even notice the steps anymore. So the more you do something, that's another lesson in life. Things seem difficult in the beginning because you're not used to it. But the more you do it, the easier it becomes. It's like, it'll become like second nature. It's like learning how to ride a bike. It was tough in the beginning when you were a kid. Kids fall and bruise their knees and elbows. And they may even have to get some Band-Aids because they shed a little blood. You fall on the bike. But once they keep practicing and practicing life, anything worth achieving, it's like riding a bike. It eventually becomes second nature. And then you can ride a bike with no hands on the handlebars. You become so good. You can pop wheelies. You become so good at riding that bike. And then the freedom you have. You can roam the neighborhood. You looking at, you can go see your friends. You can see parts of the city you never seen. Once you get through that initial trial and tribulation of learning how to ride a bike, a whole new world is opened up to you. You're looking at the world from a whole new viewpoint. From the top of the floor of the ocean view is what you have now in life. Just like losing weight. Person is in bad health, bad shape. They need to lose 100 pounds. It's tough in the beginning to get rid of the junk food, the temptations, get rid of the alcohol, get rid of all the unhealthy things. Fight those cravings, fight the peer pressure. It's difficult in the end, but it's worth it once you get to your goal. It's worth it once you get to that top floor balcony and with the view of the ocean. It's worth it. Anything that's worth achieving is going to be difficult in the end, in the beginning. Anything in life is going to be difficult up front in order for it to be good in the end. Anything that's easy up front, you be wary. You be careful of things that's easy up front because it's a trap. If it's easy up front, it's going to be bad in the end. It's easy up front to go to a fast food restaurant, quickly order a meal and start eating. And then 3-4 hours later, you feel bad. You don't feel energetic. You're adding on unhealthy pounds. It's bad in the end. But if you do a little bit more difficult of a task and go buy some fresh groceries, prepare the meal freshly at home. It takes more time, a little more difficult, but it's going to be cleaner for you. It's going to be healthy for you. And in the end, you're going to feel better about yourself. Your body's going to thank you because you've gave it good fuel, good nutrition. It's easy. It's better in the end. So always remember that lesson in life is anything difficult up front is usually going to be great in the end. And anything easy up front is usually going to be tough on the back end. I mean, it's numerous examples of that. It's like swimming or surfing. It's difficult to learn how to swim in the beginning or learn how to surf in the beginning. But once you learn, look all the great fun you can have once you know how to swim. And you can even save your own life potentially if you know how to swim later on. Learning how to surf. Very, very difficult in the beginning. But once you know how to surf, look at all the fun that surfers have. You can even make money teaching other people how to surf. I mean, so it's just a myriad of examples of what's difficult up front becomes great for your life in the end. And just walking up those 5 flights of stairs to this beachfront apartment just kind of reminded me of that lesson in life. The climb was hard in the beginning, but the view at the top was definitely worth it. So this is Mark Hill, author of Secret of Prosperity. Like, share, subscribe. Stay healthy, get richer, and God bless.